people here who are trying to figure out why Trump supposedly hates Canada, why he all of a sudden wants to, I mean, if you're to quote Justin Trudeau, he wants to destroy our economy. But you mentioned yesterday
Yeah,
that
yeah, well, that's silly. That's silly. That is certainly not his purpose. I think that's more an act of desperation on the part of Prime Minister Trudeau, uh, trying to gin up support for the election. What I do know is that there are serious people in the administration who are very worried that as Mexico starts to let us deal more dramatically with the cartels, there's a genuine fear on the part of many people in the administration that Canada will be the next point of entry. And therefore, I think, even if it's not true that they're already embedded, I think taking steps to prevent their becoming embedded as Mexico progresses would be a good thing for Canada. Be a good thing for Canada anyway, because the last thing you need are cartels.
do you think that the interpersonal relationship between Trudeau and Trump is affecting where things are going with tariffs?
Well, I don't think it's helping. Um, and I think accusations like that Trump's whole purpose is to destroy the Canadian economy might be useful political rhetoric to Trudeau, but they're certainly not very helpful in terms of making a détente with Trump. That he's never said anything like that being one of his objectives. And so I don't think there's any basis whatsoever for it. Well, I don't know that the relationships have broken down. You can have a good relationship even if you have a big dispute over one topic, even one as important as trade. We've had disputes with Canada before, and it never destroyed, no, trade disputes, and it never destroyed the relationship. So I don't think that should be blown out of proportion. But trade disputes are not like a good wine. They don't get better with age. They tend to get worse with age. And so I think a frame of mind of trying to figure out how to make it work and taking steps to make it work would be useful. I mean, we're in a world where there are going to be more tariffs from the U.S., but you notice he did recognize that energy is a little bit different from other things, as I had told you much earlier. I thought he might do. So it's not that every single penny of tariff is embedded forever and a day, but there needs to be something happening on the other side to make him change. He's not just going to change with no activity on Canada's part. So I just think the way to deal with Trump is try to figure out how to get along, not just to throw recriminations. Nobody's going to force him to back down. That's an ill-fated concept if that's the strategy the Canadian government uses.